What would you do if the person you trusted most destroyed your marriage with one lie? David thought cheating was just a harmless secret. He believed his wife, Emma, would never find out. But he had no idea that one careless mistake would cost him everything: his family, his career, and even the people he thought would always stand by him. The shocking part? His punishment didn't come from the courts, it came from karma itself. Stay until the end, because this story proves that every betrayal has a price. David and Emma had been married for 12 years. They had a beautiful daughter and a peaceful life in a quiet neighborhood. Friends admired their relationship, calling them the perfect couple. Emma trusted David completely and supported him through every challenge. But behind her back, David had started seeing a younger coworker named Lisa. At first, he called it harmless fun, never realizing he was slowly destroying everything he had built. The affair continued for months. David became better at lying, inventing fake business meetings and late-night office calls. Emma noticed small changes. He stopped looking her in the eyes, ignored family dinners, and always kept his phone locked. Whenever she asked questions, David blamed work stress. Emma wanted to believe him, but deep inside, something felt terribly wrong. One evening, David accidentally left his phone on the kitchen counter while taking a shower. A message appeared from Lisa: "I can't wait for our weekend together." Emma froze. Her hands shook as more messages appeared. Every text confirmed her worst fear. The man she loved had been living a double life. She quietly placed the phone back and said nothing that night. Instead of screaming or arguing, Emma started preparing. She gathered financial records, saved screenshots, and met a lawyer without telling David. She also focused on protecting her daughter from the emotional storm ahead. David believed Emma knew nothing and continued his affair, laughing with Lisa about how easy it was to fool everyone. A few weeks later, David surprised everyone by asking Emma for a divorce. He claimed he needed freedom and wanted a fresh start. Emma calmly agreed without showing emotion. David thought he had won. He moved in with Lisa, believing his exciting new life had finally begun. But karma had already started working behind the scenes. Soon after the divorce, Lisa began spending David's money without hesitation. Luxury shopping, expensive vacations, and non-stop demands drained his savings. At work, rumors about David's affair spread throughout the company. His reputation collapsed, and management questioned his professionalism. The promotion he expected went to someone else. Then came the biggest shock. Lisa secretly started dating another man. One afternoon, David walked into a restaurant and saw her holding hands with someone else. When he confronted her, she laughed and admitted she had never truly loved him. She only enjoyed the lifestyle he provided. In one painful moment, David realized he had destroyed his family for someone who never cared. Alone and heartbroken, David returned to the empty apartment he could barely afford. Bills piled up, friends stopped calling, and even his co-workers avoided him. On social media, he saw Emma smiling with their daughter, rebuilding a peaceful life. For the first time, David understood what he had thrown away. David tried apologizing. He visited Emma and begged for another chance. He admitted every lie and promised he had changed. Emma listened quietly before saying, "Trust is like glass. Once it's broken, you can never make it whole again." She wished him well but refused to reopen the chapter he had ended. Months later, Emma had a successful career, a happy home, and a daughter who admired her strength. David, however, continued living with regret. Every lonely evening reminded him that one selfish decision had destroyed years of love. He finally understood that cheating isn't just a mistake, it leaves permanent scars on innocent hearts. Karma doesn't always arrive overnight, but it almost always arrives. David lost the family he once took for granted, while Emma found peace by choosing self-respect over revenge. The greatest revenge wasn't anger, it was moving forward without him. If this story taught you something, remember, loyalty is priceless, and betrayal always carries a cost. Subscribe to Justice Stories HQ for more emotional stories where every choice has consequences.